Something about this post doesn't add up, and that's exactly why it matters. Here at Rabbit News Hallyu, we cover the entertainment industry the way it actually works, not the way press releases describe it. And what happened in the 24 hours surrounding the 31st Shanghai Television Festival Magnolia Awards on June 28, 2026 is one of those stories where the surface reads like a routine celebrity moment, but the mechanics underneath are pointing at something much bigger. So let's start where most coverage didn't. Dario Goggiolo, the global chief marketing officer of Gucci, the man who oversees the brand's worldwide communication strategy, posted a photo of Xiao Zhan to his personal Instagram story. Not Gucci's official account. Not a branded campaign post. His personal account. With the caption, "First Global Look." And the hashtag, GucciCore. Sit with that for a second. In the luxury fashion industry, communication is an almost obsessively controlled discipline. Every image, every caption, every timing decision flows through layers of brand approval. That's not a criticism, it's how houses at Gucci's level protect a century of accumulated brand equity. Which is precisely why a global CMO voluntarily stepping outside the institutional channel to personally validate an ambassador's look is so unusual. This wasn't a res hair. This wasn't a quote tweet. This was a senior executive putting his personal credibility on the line to say, "This person wore our collection first, globally, and I want you to know that." That's not a social media post. That's a signal. But here's the detail that most coverage buried completely. The collection Xiao Zhan wore that night, a design with white magnolia flower inspirations, was from Gucci's men's early spring 2027 line. Not a current season. Not archival. Upcoming. And according to Goggiolo's own caption, Xiao Zhan wore it first, before any other person on the planet. In luxury fashion, that's called a global debut placement, and brands do not hand those out casually. The decision of who wears an unreleased collection for the first time is made at the highest levels of the house, in alignment with strategic intent. It's a business decision dressed as a styling choice. Which brings us to what's actually being communicated here, and why it's worth paying attention to. For most of Gucci's history with Chinese talent, the pattern has been familiar. A brand ambassador drives sales within the domestic market, dominates e-commerce metrics during key campaign windows, generates enormous fan engagement in China, and that value stays largely regional. It's a transactional relationship with a cultural geography attached to it. There's nothing wrong with that model, it's worked for decades. But that's not what this looks like. What Goggiolo's post does, structurally, is remove the geographic qualifier. He didn't post this to a Chinese regional account. He didn't frame Xiao Zhan as Gucci's Chinese ambassador getting first access. He framed him as the global first. The distinction matters more than it might appear. Because global first look isn't a fan comment, it's a brand positioning statement, made by the person most responsible for that positioning, on a platform where his professional credibility is directly attached to every post he makes. Now layer this against the Magnolia Awards data from the same evening. Xiao Zhan was nominated for Best Lead Actor for Legend of the Sea of the Tibetan, and the film did not win in any of its 6 nominated categories. That's a loss, by any conventional definition of an awards night. Yet within hours, hashtags connecting Xiao Zhan and the film climbed to number 37 on Twitter's global trending list. 2 Thailand origin hashtags connected to him also trended separately. And according to available reporting, this is the first time in the award's 31-year history that a single performer's story, not the ceremony itself, not the broadcaster, but one actor, drove global trending conversation about the Magnolia Awards. The absence of a win didn't dampen the visibility. It may have amplified it. There's a logic to this that veteran entertainment observers will recognize. When a celebrated performer doesn't receive an award that a portion of the audience feels was warranted, the resulting conversation is often louder and more sustained than a straightforward win would generate. It's not exactly controversy, it's the productive friction that algorithms reward. And the international dimension here is worth underlining. Some of the commentary circulating in the hours after the ceremony was from overseas viewers who, according to online reports, didn't know the Magnolia Awards existed before that night. They knew Xiao Zhan, and followed him there. Legend of the Sea of the Tibetan had already been ranked by IMDb among the top 100 television series globally, and the series had led viewership charts in 23 countries. Those aren't domestic numbers. That's an international audience that already existed and apparently showed up in force on Western social media for a Chinese television awards ceremony. Put that picture together with the CMO post, and a different story starts to emerge. For the better part of 6 years, Xiao Zhan and Gucci have maintained what the brand's own framing now describes not as a contract, but as a collaboration built on shared aesthetic values and creative trust. That's a long runway for a brand partnership in an industry where ambassadors cycle in and out on 18-month timelines. The language Gucci is using around this relationship, and the manner in which its most senior marketing executive chose to mark this moment, suggests the house has made a longer-term calculation about what this partnership represents. Not quarterly sales figures. Not campaign clicks. Something closer to what industry observers might call cultural equity, the intangible credibility that comes from being associated with a figure who reads as globally relevant, not just domestically popular. That's a different kind of value. And it's increasingly rare. There's also a dimension to this that gets overlooked in the rush to report the headline numbers. Gojulo's personal post, that same structural anomaly we started with, also functions as a form of internal brand signal. When a CMO moves in their personal capacity, it tells other executives inside the house, and inside the broader industry, that this ambassador has earned a different category of institutional confidence. It's a statement not just to the public, but to the brand's own ecosystem. This is someone we back at the senior level. Whether that translates into further expanded global campaign commitments, co-creative projects, or front-row placements at future runway events is not something current evidence can confirm. But the mechanisms being used here, unreleased collection debut, personal executive endorsement, global first framing, are not mechanisms luxury houses deploy casually. Each one is a resource allocation decision. And resource allocation, in brand strategy, is where the real intentions live. What we can say, based on what actually happened, on June 28, 2026, Xiao Zhan wore an unreleased Gucci collection before anyone else in the world, a global CMO personally certified that fact to his own audience, and a Chinese actor drove the first solo artist trending moment in the 31-year history of one of China's most prestigious television awards, internationally, not just domestically. None of those three things happened by accident. And the quiet thread running through all of them is the same: the conventional framework of Chinese entertainment stays in China is not describing the current reality. The data from this single evening suggests something more complex is already in motion, a gradual reordering of how the international entertainment and luxury industries categorize and invest in talent from the Chinese market. Not universally. Not overnight. But in cases where the conditions align, critical international reception, sustained global audience, a long-term brand partnership that has had time to develop real institutional depth, the geography of relevance is expanding. Whether this moment represents a turning point, a data point, or simply a well-executed evening is something the industry will measure over the next 12 to 18 months. But the evening of June 28, 2026 gave observers an unusually clean set of signals to read. And the clearest one came from a CMO's personal account, at a time most people were focused on the award results. If the kind of analysis that goes deeper than the headline, the kind that reads the mechanisms, not just the moments, is what brings you here, that's exactly what Rabbit News Hallyu is built for. Subscribe if you want the layer underneath the story, every time.